Hello everyone, my name is Jocelyn. I am a current college student that wants to help you learn about some finance tips. This is going to be a short video today about life insurance. So now I want to get into what is life insurance and why is it so important. I know some of you guys are sitting back right now thinking, why do I have to learn about life insurance right now? I'm young, I don't have any kids, no one is financially dependent on me, and honestly, I thought the same thing going into this unit. I quickly realized how important it was to learn about this as early on as possible, just as you should with any other thing in finance. This is information that you could give to your parents, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, honestly anyone, since this applies to anyone with a life with or without dependents. Now we're going to talk about what is life insurance, who gets these life insurance benefits after you pass away. In a book called Focus on Personal Finance by Jack Kapoor on McGraw-Hill, in his life insurance section, there is a list of beneficiaries that are more common, such as a parent, an aging parent, a spouse, or a child. There's also a list of some benefits that having life insurance can kind of be applied to. And these are just some of the long list. It can be applied to your child's education after you pass. It can be applied to your child's living expenses after you pass. If you happen to pass in a fatality, then it can be given to the people that are survivors. It can help pay off your debt, such as a mortgage, student loans, personal loans, credit card loans, etc. And then for people that aren't dependents, a lot of people like their life insurance to go to a donation in their name. So now I want to get into the types of methods to use to figure out how much life insurance you need and what type of life insurance is best for you, your wants, and your needs. First, starting with the easy method. It honestly is exactly how it sounds. This will be used for a typical family, as mentioned in the book, and that would mean a dual income, maybe a couple of kids. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your combined annual income after tax, and then you're going to multiply that by 7 for 7 years, and then that number you're going to multiply it by 70%. And then whatever final number you get is going to be how much life insurance you would need for your family. The next method that we are going to get into is the DINK method. DINK stands for dual income and no kids. This is if you and your husband, your wife, and your partner have around the same type of income, maybe one of you makes a little bit more, and you guys have no kids and no dependents to kind of take care of after. So the DINK method is basically the estimated funeral costs for about one of you for your whatever funeral that you would want, and then all of your debts halved and added together. So an example would be, let's say your expected funeral costs are $10,000. You will leave that $10,000. Let's say you have a mortgage. Let's say your mortgage is $120,000. You're gonna half that and it'll make it $60,000. So now you're gonna add that with your $10,000 funeral cost. Let's say you have a credit card balance of $8,000. You're gonna half that, $4,000, and now you're gonna add that to your mortgage debt plus your expected funeral costs, and you're just gonna keep adding that. So obviously, the more debt that you have, the higher the estimated life insurance would be. Then with your end number, that will be your expected life insurance needed for just one of you. The method is called the non-working spouse method, and this one is for families where one of the spouses is not working and they kind of play the role of a homemaker. So this would apply to a normal family, except instead of 2 incomes, there would only be 1 income. According to the same McGraw-Hill textbook by Jack Kapoor, it says that insurance experts have estimated about $40,000 to make up for the lack of 1 income within the household. So the first thing you're gonna do is take that estimated $40,000, and then you're gonna take the youngest child. So let's give an example. Let's say the youngest child is 2. Technically and legally, you're only financially responsible for them until they are 18. So you're gonna do 18 minus the 2 for the 2-year-old, and then that leaves you with 16. Then you're gonna do 40,000 times 16 for the 16 additional years that you have to take care of your youngest child. And there you go. Now, last but definitely not least, we have the family need method. So this one still kind of applies to the typical family idea that we had in the first one, a part of the easy method. But if you are in a situation where you feel like it doesn't necessarily apply to you fuller and you may need more or less life insurance, it is instructed that you can talk to an insurance professional. Just to wrap things up, I'm really hoping that you guys at least took one thing from the video, whether it be why life insurance is important, what is life insurance, who can get life insurance, who benefits from life insurance, the methods of life insurance, all of that. I'm really hoping that you got all of that in this very short, almost how-to kind of video.